your girl Dawn.
It's Cam coming to you.
Keisha and Roxy
with our very first episode.
Yeah, buddy. Woo, 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 woo.
Yay. So we're going to start with Meet the Team. And of course, as stated, I am Nay, the innovator. Currently, I work for the federal government. I am a mother of one. I have a baby girl. And I am just always talking junk. But that's me.
Little firecracker you.
I know that's right. Pitbull in the Skype. I know she is.
Y'all do.
Oh, my name is Dawn. I'm sorry, I just went out of turn. So I'm gonna throw it to my girl Cam.
No, you didn't, but I took it.
Oh, no, I didn't. My bad. It's our first episode, y'all. Y'all gotta fly.
We're trying to get it together.
We're gonna get it together. Anyway, like I said, I'm Dawn. I'm known as the investigator. Why do I have that name? Because if you tell me something, I'm gonna investigate it. I'm gonna look up something on Google. I'm not gonna always take it at face value.
Right.
I'm like, I'm a verify.
Right.
My bills get paid by my corporate HR job, but on the side, outside of doing the podcast, I own Events by Dawn, a special events planning company. I also bake, and I'm a bartender. So
Whoop, whoop.
welcome.
Shake 'em up, shake 'em up. Yeah, everybody, I'm Cam. I am the entertainer. You will get to know me to know that I am a fool. It'll come out. Just trust and believe. You know, my thing is to entertain. I sing, I act, I've done some writing. So I do a little bit of everything, a little here and there. I also have a sweet treats business. I do a lot of different kinds of treats, baby showers, birthdays.
Yes.
Look, I do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
What's it called, Cam? What's the name?
Sweet Treats by Cam. Sweet Treats by Cam. Sweet Treats by Cam.
Y'all know what? I didn't even tell them. I did all that, and I know to piss somebody off. But I just launched my daughter's website, Anaya and Company.
Yes,
So
yes.
Yes.
And then you gonna circle back and tell us what it's
baby.
about.
Anaya and Company is about my daughter, of course, but I lost my mom to lupus. So I wanted to find a way to draw in all of those that have chronic illnesses. So we have the turbans on there that are cute for anybody. And people are always like, where you get those turbans from?
Mm-hmm.
No, my baby doesn't have anything. But I always throw them on her. And I'm like, let me just do something. So go check it out, anayacompany.com.
For sure. So just a little bit, we're going to get into some serious topics, entertainment topics, getting into, getting some things out to the community as well. But I'm going to throw it down to Keish so she can let y'all know who she is.
Keish.
What's up, y'all? I'm Keisha, Atlanta native, Atlanta born, Atlanta raised, A-Town, stay down all day. I am known as the networker. I'm silly. I'm ambitious. I talk a lot of mess. Hey, I'm with it. I love new opportunities. I love challenges. So guess what? I'm going to bring it to y'all, and we're going to bring it to you straight with no chaser.
No chaser, baby.
And I'm going to throw it to Roxy.
Roxy.
Y'all know it's Roxy. I'm the creative one. I'm the mommy. I'm the fiance. I'm always doing something. So I know everyone else mentioned their business. I'm getting ready to launch my business, which is going to be called Personified Creations. So basically everything handcrafted, made unique for you, just like you. Mm-hmm. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, we're going to kick it off for the rest of the show. We're going to, of course, bring up COVID and everything that's going on as a mom. That was one of my major concerns when all of this mess started back in March, and trying to figure out what on earth I'm going to do with you. Love him to death, but he is an 8-year-old boy who is wild as all get out. So y'all already knew I was kind of stressed about this going back to school, and we all have kids or people who have children in our lives because we've been blessed as aunties and all the goodness. So I'll kind of kick it off the conversation. For my county, I live in Henry County, and they had a board meeting at one point. It was, to opt in or out if your child was going to go back to school or online learning. In my household, we went to online learning. We're not sending our child back to school in the current environment, just because things aren't getting any better. Cases aren't going anywhere. And just a few days ago, the board did declare that everybody will be returning August 17th with online learning, so I'm happy. I got a text message today actually advising us when we can actually go by and pick up the technology. So as of right now, they still don't have a date on when they plan to open up the schools. I really don't care. I've enjoyed being at home with my child, knowing exactly what he needs to do. Has it been frustrating? Y'all.
I know, you got a blue sky.
I know, Keisha, you have school-age kids as well. What is your plan?
Right.
I'm with Roxy. Mine's not returning to anyone's school. I'm moving from DeKalb County to Fulton County within the next couple of weeks, so I really don't know Fulton County's structure as of right now. But I do know mine's not returning. Like I say, my kids isn't anybody's test dummy. I'm not going to send my kids out there.
Right.
I've lost a few relatives to COVID, and that's something that I refuse. I don't want to bring that stress on my children and on myself. And just like I say, the kids know what's going on. My kids tell me every day, Mama, I'm not going back to school, and I'm with them. So I'm with Roxy. It's just as of the timing, it's not good for these kids to go back to school, and it's just something that I'm not partaking in as of right now.
And let's keep it real. The numbers have not been decreased at all. This pandemic is real. I'm from Albany, Georgia, to be exact. And the numbers there are crazy. That's a hotspot area. It's been a hotspot area. I know several people who have passed away from, and I actually have an aunt right now that's on a respirator from catching COVID. So it's truly real. But that's a good thing, Rox, that you point out that, Henry County will be providing equipment. I know several students aren't able to get that equipment, and, parents have lost jobs, so they're not able to buy it. So I actually am doing a giveaway of a laptop. So I'm excited to do that.
That's
August
super
1st,
dope.
I'm going to announce the winner. Tomorrow is the deadline at noon. I've got a plethora of responses. So originally I was supposed to do it this Saturday or letting them know, but we actually changed it to Monday. So that's like the third. I think I said the first. So that's the third. That will be announcing the winner, and then I'm going to surprise someone also with a tablet. They're not going to know until the day of the giveaway. So yeah, I'm going to try to do something. Also with Anaya & Company's business, I have the education empowerment program. So that's where the laptops are coming from, that education portion that we'll be doing. We're looking to get scholarships soon too, that's in the works. So yeah, but this pandemic is real, and I encourage everybody to remain safe. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go. Don't go.
Nay. So by the time this episode airs, the giveaway will have been over. Do you think the company will be doing other stuff like this in the future?
I already have 2 more giveaways already planned out.
So don't fret, y'all. Your chance will come.
Get it.
That's so
Get
cool.
it.
I need to just make sure you follow her so you
Yes,
That's
make
right.
sure you follow her
Our
Instagram.
Instagram is Anaya's_company. We'll leave all of the links below. You know, you all will be able to look at everybody's stuff. But definitely stay in tune with all of us because we all have something different. That's what makes us unique and fun. But we're all looking to give back in some kind of way. The Real Collective will be doing some things as well. So it won't just be Anaya and company. The Real Collective got some stuff coming. Y'all stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's right. That's right.
It's really, I'm kind of go back into, you know, our topic of just how lax the state of Georgia has been regarding our safety. With the kids, especially right now, you know, when kids go to school, they're not thinking about hand sanitizer and, you know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about, let me go wash my hands. Let me make sure I'm distanced and enough, you know, feet away from other people. They want to be with their friends, especially now. They've been locked in the house for what, almost 6 months?
Absolutely.
So it's like, you know, they gonna wild out.
They're gonna go to school and go wild.
But y'all, let's keep it real though. What sense does that make if the numbers haven't decreased to send them back in school when y'all wanted to keep them out of school because of the pandemic? So we're gonna send them back. Come on now.
Because
it's all about that money. That's it.
And we don't know who the kids are around.
Money.
And how are you going to, how do you determine, like, if someone catches it, a student brings it, and then they pass it? I don't know.
And then not only, you don't have to only worry about the kids. You have to worry about the teachers. I was looking at something the other day. Exactly. They have families. And a lot of the teachers are older. You know, they're older. That is true. And I was looking at an episode the other day, and it was a teacher that was speaking, a teacher from Florida. And she was speaking and saying how teachers interact with their students. They can't teach apart from their students. They have to be interacting with these kids for these kids to understand, and I get it. So just opening up these schools and trying to make our children just go in, it's not fair. It's not cool.
But you know what it is? It's all about that money because schools are going to make money. So they want to send the kids back, not so the kids can learn and keep preaching this education. It's not about their education. I mean, granted, we want them to learn the correct way because we don't want this generation to grow up and not know anything. You know, because math is totally different. They don't do math like they did when I was in school.
I don't understand none of that.
They're doing geometry in 4th grade.
They don't even add the same way they used to. So I'm not teaching nobody's kids. But it's not about, it's all about that money because they know you send those kids back, those school districts need that money. It's about the money, bottom line. I mean, look at your stimulus check. They didn't give you that stimulus check just to be nice out of the kindness of their heart. They did that because they want you to spend that money out somewhere and keep the businesses afloat and stimulate the economy. So I get it. They're not looking at you to just put food on your table. They don't care about that. They want you to stimulate this economy. I mean, I heard there's another check coming. I'm going to take it. But the bigger picture, I'm just saying, you know, I ain't going to turn that.
I'm taking it.
I'm going to take it.
But in all honesty, even with that, like, they have a way of redirecting that money to technology that other kids do need. And like resources, like, you got to think out the year, 5 days out the week, I know my child's not home to be home. So I make sure I load up his account. So now that we're going to be they're going to be home. Now we're going to have to redirect our own funds. So the same thing the school should be doing. The county should be looking after those kids because especially in this time where, you know, we've lost our jobs and, you know, it's sad and you're trying. Everyone's out here hustling. I love to see us hustle, but there's still so much that comes with owning a business, launching it. There's so much money that you
baby, let me tell you.
It's a lot.
It's definitely not a walk in the park, honey. Baby, who we?
It's not.
Who we? But just to kind of touch on that, y'all, like, when we were talking about, like, the kids going back to school, I kept thinking about high school. Like, when I was in high school, I wanted to go with my friends and kick it. Like, we got senior skip day. Oh, who else we at? You know what I mean?
And I got a high schooler.
We doing this. That's our senior activities. You know what I mean? So it's basically like y'all trying to kill us off, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, it's population control too.
That's
It's not
what
just
it
about the
is.
money. It's
Yeah.
about population control as
That's
well.
what it is.
So, you know, it's
Please.
a lot of things that come into play with that.
Yes.
Absolutely. But you know,
Yes.
my thing is, one of the big things we have to do is remember that our vote does matter. Because people are like, oh, I'm not
Definitely.
voting, it don't make a difference.
Absolutely.
It does. Look at the
It
people
really
who didn't
does.
come out, and look who we have in office.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not here to put my
Yes.
political views on anybody, but even Republicans understand that we're
Yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah.
So please remember, our election is November 3rd. Go to vote.org. Find out what state you're in, their guidelines, their cutoff dates, because we need to show up at these polls. We need to
Yes.
show up and
Yeah.
show
Yes.
out on
And
November
show
3rd.
out.
And
like we
keep in
did
mind,
for Obama.
and for people who are sending their ballots, you know, because of the COVID, or just because, you know, if you're going to be out the country or whatever the case may be that may, you know, prevent you from going out to an actual poll, keep in mind the postal service is going to be slammed during that time, because you're not the only one sending your ballot back. So please, please, please keep that in mind and make your deadline a week or two before.
And they got early voting going on.
Right.
Yes.
Go vote early.
There's
Make
no
sure.
excuse.
And Nay, I know we were talking before we got on something, like a lot of felons think that they can't influence this election.
I encourage, if you are a felon, I encourage you to reach out to the younger generation, encourage them to go vote, encourage them to do something different and be better than what you were, you know, back in your day. And we all make mistakes, so no judgment. But use your voice to encourage them to go and do that. Like, get them out there. Even if you got a car, take them. Take them.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the least you can do. But like, I feel like even with this voting, like, you guys have to understand too that we're voting for to reform this country at this point, because our government is in dire need of it. We're looking at, you know, brown people, black people, all the same. We're being convicted at a higher felony rate than anyone else.
Very true.
About 4 times, and if you're a black woman, it's twice as much as your white counterpart. So you have to think that for the same little nonsense, oh, you're carrying a little bag of weed, Billy's gonna get off and you're not. So keep those things in mind, and just please do your best to just stay out of trouble with the law, even with the current climate that we have going on, where you could just be walking down the street or sleeping in your bed and you're not gonna make it out.
Yeah,
so let's just not further antagonize the situation. And even with that, like, don't stop being yourself, because there's other people watching you and constantly trying to portray that on you. Don't stop being a good person because they hate you.
And don't think that they don't want to knock people out, because the money is like money is in the medicine and the pharmaceutical industry. They get paid for every prisoner that is locked up. So it is to their advantage to make sure people get locked up. And who are going to get locked up the most? The black and brown.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And essentially, that also takes away our voice as well. So be smart, y'all. You know, you just gotta know your opponent.
That's very true.
It goes down to.
And that's like, just remembering that, you know, unfortunately, we have to sit down and have these conversations, just like our parents had to have these conversations of when you encounter a white person, or if you encounter law enforcement or anybody of an authority figure, that, you know, remember, you got to keep calm. Remember, you can't be as loud, because at the end of the day, they don't want us to be in our full potential. So it's like, it's sad. I've had this conversation with my 8-year-old since the age of 5, when he was in preschool having tantrums because of his ADHD. He couldn't control that. But at the end of the day, I was the one being called into the office, and my child now was being told he doesn't know how to act when he has no control over a chemical imbalancement. Like,
right.
That we have to do these conversations at such a young age.
But they have to be had. It's necessary.
Yeah.
It's necessary. It's necessary that we have these conversations with our kids, because we have to. We have to at this point.
Knowledge is power.
That's right.
Knowledge is power. You have to educate those young kids.
And we have to also use our resources. So we can, you know, talk about it all day long, but if you're not trying to do something to make a change, the issue's still going to remain.
That's right.
So the only way to get change is to do something different. How do we do something different? Channel your energy. You know what I mean? Stop giving them the upper hand, because essentially that's what we do. all the time, and we don't even think about it. Think everything through. Like you said, Cam, knowledge is power. Absolutely. Open a book. You want to know something? Open a book. Do your research. Okay.
And ask questions.
Ask questions. Get uncomfortable. Because
get uncomfortable.
Exactly, because you're making a change when it gets a little uncomfortable.
Right.
And that's where we need to be. We can't sit back and get comfortable and complacent. Let's make some change. Get uncomfortable.
That's right. Get uncomfortable.
Very true.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad that we started our episode with this type of just conversation, because it needs to be had. And we want to hear, our listeners, our followers, our supporters, we want to get feedback from you guys as well. If you have some suggestions of some topics that you want to hear us talk about, throw it out there, DM us, email us. If we may do something where if you support us enough, we might bring you on and, you could be a special guest. So we want to make sure that, that we involve the people who support us.
Right.
Because no voice is too small. Everybody's voice matters. And, we all have different opinions, but, what we talk about can reach so many different people. So, just stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff in store. Like everyone else said, make sure you follow each of us. Stay in tune with all of us, because we can provide a lot of things, a lot of resources for you all as well.
And we want to support the community as well. So as we move on into our future episodes, there may be an opportunity for us to shout out your business and spotlight you.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Don't forget us, the Real Collective.
This pandemic created a whole bunch of entrepreneurs.
Sure did.
I'll just please make sure to like, subscribe, share, follow. Everything.
All the above.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And she's right. You're about to see it all in our description. So we want to thank you guys for joining us on our very first episode.
Thank you. We appreciate everyone who took some time to tune in. As stated before, if you have any suggestions, please let us know. Reach out to us. Either one, if you see a cast member who is your favorite, it's okay to DM us. We are approachable. We
picking favorites already.
Favorites. Let me stop.
Y'all so silly.
But make sure you join us every episode. We're going to have fresh new topics. And remember, come collect the real with us, because we're always going to give it to you straight.
With no chaser.